And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about early morning warm-ups, but what I like to call improvisational, creative, abstract warm-ups. Anything can go. So what I do is take this watercolor paper, 90 pound, right out of the pad. So it's about 9 inches by 9 inches. Okay, and I cut up 4 of them. So what I like to do is do the same color, same composition on all 4 of them real fast, changing it around a little bit. And this way I don't have to decide which way is up until the very end, right? Pure abstract play. And then I take 4 of these, put them together like this, and now the whole thing will read together as one painting. And now it becomes not a diptych, not a triptych, but 4 or more polyptych. The word for the day, polyptych. So let's get started, and I'm going to be using the same color combinations, and let's see where we go with that. So on the table, I've already determined from my color wheel here the 4 colors. Dominant color will be blue. There's my blue, a little bit of opera in there and some white, and I can play with the dominant color blue. Now this is the focal point color. I've already have it out. There's the yellow and the 2 spice colors, a little red, and this spice color, a little green, and here they are. Those are the Holbein paints that I love to use. My white, I'm going to be using my titanium white, and of course I have my lamp black ready to go. Take everything off the table. I do my mixing here on the table. These are my drawing pencils. I like to draw and get a basic design down, and they're water-soluble pencils. Everybody makes them. My color wheel is always nearby. Here are my 4 sheets of watercolor paper. They're 9 inches by 9 inches. I'm going to be working on all of them all at the same time. Okay? And total play with water, my paper towels, and super big wide brushes. Big brushes. Once in a while, I'll throw in a skinny one in there so I can do some more drawing, okay? And of course, my paper towel, always ready to go with the color wheel nearby. So now that I've established the colors I need, big bucket of water, here are my papers. They're taped down. Lots of tape behind them. I don't like to see it all taped up on the top, so I think it's nice and wet. Straight watercolor paper, right out of the pad. This is Kilimanjaro from Cheap Joe's. So now I know everything's nice and wet. What I like to do is take a drawing. I like to draw. And the composition will be overlapping squares. Right off the bat, I like to draw overlapping. Big space, little spaces. Go off the page. It's a great time to be goofy, irreverent. Oh, circle. Whoa, circles. I like to wet the paper first because the pencil just glides as if you were ice skating. I really like all this. Now, I'm not doing anything different from one to the other. So one is not more important than the other one. Just to let you know. I don't even know which way is up yet. I'm going to leave that alone. Let the paper dry, and I'll be right back and start working with color. So the dominant color goes all over the place. In this case, it's kind of a purple blue. Let's get started. Purple blue on everything. Here's the blue I want. Adding a little bit of pink in there. Makes it more purple-ish. Right? Lots of water. Whoa. Lots of water. Water is your friend. For fun, I'm just going to add some white to it. See, you know they're the same family. They're not twins. They're siblings, right? Lots of water. See how much water I'm putting down in here? And this is the Holbein paint. When it's watered down, it's still pretty strong. It's because there's a lot of pigments. I'm going to play more now with this. I do want this to be soft. Not so strong of a color right out of the tube, you know? Which means I'm adding a lot of white to this. And it's darker in other places. All right. So yes, I'm going to say this is dominant blue. I'll come back in with my pencil again. Whoa, look at this. I love to draw. And I've drawn all of them overlapping. Squares again. I like this round. See if I can get that to relate later on with the brush. Okay. This is what I like to call playing in the sandbox. Okay. Now the brush. There we go, brush. Get some black in here. More of a dark gray. Here we go. Oh boy, that's beautiful. And some over here. And some over here. Pretty strong. See how we can get it to relate. I'm going for the graphic design of it at this point. Oh, whoa. Oh, nice and strong. Wow. Still, it's a dominant blue. Maybe in here. There we go. I'm going to do this rather quickly. So, yep, dominant blue. Lighten up some of this blue. On all of these. now, the focal point color. According to my wheel, really light yellow. Focal point. Oh. Ooh, nice. Over here. Is it exactly the same yellow? No. Is it yellow? Yes. White in here. Yeah. And over here. Can't miss it. And the two spice colors. Well, one's going to be red. You don't need a whole lot. That's why they call it spice colors. Just get it close to it. Okay. And the other color is the green. Get some green, but very light green. Very light. Oh, nice. Just a little bit. You always put it near the dominant color. Close to it. Back and forth. Keep this brush moving the whole time. There we go. Oopsie. I usually spend more time than this. But we don't have that much time. The most important thing is that you paint all over. Still dominant. Blue, I keep going back to that. Variations. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh. I'm gonna mix some of that blue into the pink. You get that beautiful periwinkle color. Whoa. All right. Okay. Well, we'll stop here at this point because this is the time where I let it dry, and then let it dry, and then I get to move and shift it around and see if I can make a bigger painting, one big abstract painting. It now becomes a polyptych. 4 panels or more, it's called a polyptych. That's the word for the day. So let's let this thing dry, and then we'll start playing again. And now, after it has dried, we put them together and start having some fun. Let's see if any of these fit better. Moving things around like this. See, when you're playing like this, see, sometimes it lines up. Cool, huh? Sometimes it doesn't. Ooh, it is. Look at this. Look at this. I like where that's going. So now we have a polyptych. When you have 4 panels or more. And they relate, somehow they relate. Well, I'm going to keep this short, and what I would do next, the next thing is to get this close together and using the same colors, see if I can tie them together better. Right now, everything's so much screaming for attention, and I have too many focal points. That's my own self-critique. Remember, yellow is supposed to be the focal point. I'm kind of lost it in here. But here we go here it is. But I don't want to have 4 focal points. So one is going to come back in with a pure yellow, the focal point, and a pure green and red as a to spice. All right? And I'm going to play with darker colors and lighter colors of the same colors. All right? So it's not just those 4 colors, but all the different values of those 4 colors. But now the puzzle begins. I love doing all this stuff. Whoa, whoa. Just doesn't stop. Well, there you have it. How to take small pieces, especially squares, spin them around, and make a bigger abstract polyptych, the word for the day. Thanks again for watching. Isn't this one fun? That way you don't have to face that big canvas, but do a whole lot of small ones and put them together. I'll see you on the next BobBlast.